I'm Weiner. I am the president and co-founder of Weiner Consulting. I was never meant to be an entrepreneur. I never expected to start my own company. I was a DC policy wonk forever and planned to stay a DC policy wonk, like all of my friends who have been, even to now. And instead, my then boyfriend, very quickly husband, got orders, military orders to Naples, Italy. And he turned to me and said, "Do you want to get married, rent the house out, quit your job, move overseas and start our life in Italy?" I was thinking under the Tuscan sun. Naples isn't quite Tuscany. So we got out there, and once I got out there, I figured I would find a job fairly easily. There were two major headquarters commands moving from London to Naples at the time. So I figured it was no problem for me to get a real job. And I got out there and was told in no uncertain terms, after a couple of attempts, look, you are by far the most qualified for this senior level position that you applied for. Hands down, you blew everyone else out of the water. But you're 30, you just got married, you're gonna have babies, you're not gonna be professional for much longer, and nobody's gonna take you seriously. So we'll give you a secretarial position, but you're not taking this senior level position. So I went home, screamed at my husband for a little while, called my now business partner, and said, I gotta go home. I'm leaving, I'm going. We came up with, you know what, why don't we just incorporate a company just for you to be able to do some work back to the States until you can get home and do your real job again. And we did that, and we came up with Weiner Consulting, specifically because everyone in Naples knew me as Weiner, because it's my married name. Everyone in the States knew me as Wittenberg. And it kind of shows you that we never really meant this to be a big thing, because my now business partner was nowhere in that name. We figured it sounded bigger than it was, because at least it had two names in it. So started the company, they turned around. I was planning on getting some work back to the States, and somebody in Naples turned and said, "Can I use you for some analytical work? Whatever you want me to do, just get me out of the house." So we started doing anti-terrorism force protection analysis, trying to figure out if certain ideas that this subject matter expert had were valid ideas when it came to fiscal, when it came to legal, when it came to kind of practical considerations. So we did that. I brought in my business partner, then just a good friend, half-time to do some of the work. And maybe a couple weeks after we started, somebody turned and said, "I want another one of you. Can I have one?" And if by one of me you meant a smart military spouse, sure, we've got lots of those on the base. So we grabbed a Harvard-trained lawyer who had been told she could be a legal secretary. So she started doing another database for us. And then we got a call from the executive director who had told me that he wouldn't give me a professional level job. And he said, "Look, the person I hired into the role that you wanted is a mess. Can you come fix it?" Well, I can't, because now I've got about 5 people working for me, but I can get you somebody. So on and on it went. Probably the first year that we were fully in business, the first calendar year that we were in business, we went from 1.5 of us to 15 of us that first year, and then we just kept growing from there. So putting good government into practice is the motto that we've had literally since our founding. I think we came up with it within the first day or two of incorporating and putting a name to the company. It to me is an active role that we take in helping the government to do the right things so that their operations can be as effective and as useful as they possibly can be.